We'll focus this on you. So this will be the low quality but live, just interactive, make it interesting. But so yun, talk about the Usec situation. Now, sila Ron. Yeah, mas, oh my God, sabi niya, na-scoop ako ni Ronald. Parang, oh, I was like saying, how was that? It was good. I mean, it was a brutal topic. That guy just, now I see his charm. Kasi one of the, sige na nga, I'll be careful what I say. Baka mawala. That's why I'm having a hard time. Oh yeah, your brother, no brother. Yeah. Shush. Nah, feel free to say, okay, I'm with a question. Parang free flow. I don't like scripted. I don't do scripted. We do legit. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Let's get the ball rolling. So much. Perfect. Yeah, I think this is also better. That's just the line. That's not the time, but these are the high quality ones we'll use for it. Ang idea kasi is parang may Toyota, may Lexus, may multi-level. Ilocano. I had the premise materials. Baka you want to advise also keep the big guns going. Diba? Sabi ko tayo. Breezy. All right. See, Dan, just tell me once we're ready. No? Yeah. Bakit siya may retouch ako wala? Yeah, it's okay. Start. I'm good.
You're already this way.
This is the natural mood.
Okay.
All right. Fantastic. Dan, pa-adjust mo lang konti yung live mo. Pakaharap mo dito. Yung mga your internet is not the best yata, but it's just so for the best devices. Yeah, but nahirap, hindi siya makakita. But the important one is this one. Okay, sure. All right. See, Dan, just once for. Kaya naka-usap pala ako nila Ronald. I'm a man on the move, pero Kissinger just a few months before he passed. He was sharp. Like, basically, you throw a question, tapos parang pito kayo mga experts, and they synthesize niya parang Socrates. I know, Philo ka eh. Like, he was the Socrates, and they were like the little guys in the academia. So, galing talaga. So, lifestyle matters to me kasi you want to keep sharp and strong. Especially Secretary, with so many things going on. Kamusta naman Secretary? I mean, the way here back to Philippines again, we're still updating. What is the situation in Baguio? Well, with my mayor Magalong is also doing some updates. Kamusta naman? The case, what were the facts of the case? The facts of the case.
Hitched a ride going back to the hotel.
because that area where he stopped is where all the rock netting projects would place. Upon the hotel room, he didn't see her, we searched around the other restaurants here, she was attached to the cell phone. They alerted the police, they went to the site, rescue, search and rescue teams went down at approximately 8 o'clock PM, they found her. Approximately 12 midnight, they brought her up to the hospital that day.
Pero ang sinabi niyo doon sa isang interview, parang basta yung back of the head. And
Yeah, the problem was that our chief of police of Tuba bungled the investigation. He treated it as an ordinary suicide, and they turned over all the cell phones. In a situation like that, from where she was, up to where she landed, and they didn't do that. They didn't do so. But, so we doubled down on the investigation. A autopsy, first it was by the family, but
first they refused.
they refused. But under the rules of the death issues, the PNP has a right to something. So province release. The court showed that
Yung pala sa
breaking groups was pareho kami yan, was she fell forward. She didn't jump like that since she fell forward like that, and then she hit her parang ganyan mo sa niya. That's rolled down. So sa ganyan ko. Cause of death was unforced trauma, there were no strangulation, ligature marks, no gunshot wounds. No stabbing, no skin cells under fingernails to show that there is all solid, all signs point to a suicide.
Yeah, I mean, the reason tinatanong ko is because yung muna nagsabi, nagsisiguraduhin natin na walang foul play dito.
Yeah.
Or someone didn't fake it, and then
Yeah, that's why I said the DNA,
Yeah.
I took a swab, they took a cheek swab, we take a cheek swab, and when it comes to sample, should have the results. Because I knew, for the first time I read the report at 4:30 in the morning, I said, oh, because the conspiracy theories will fly.
good mind for conspiracy.
So they will fly. So sigurado talaga na, it's not usually being a DNA test, pero
Yeah.
ito that.
Or baka budol daw yung ginawa ng police or like ang dami ng
Everything
theories.
is
Yeah.
but the biggest part is the hindi siya because, you know, diba, sabi nila patay ng king relief. So he stopped everything, he made sure that there was no OC. Ito pinakatakot ko eh. Yung mag-relate siya kanina. So we stopped it, the autopsy, fingerprints, cheek swab, cheek swab was taken much earlier. And then the DNA test. And the only to be live experiencing is and that's what we published so far.
What the situation sa hotel? There's some more.
Yes, because the search for the hotel room occurred 24 hours after. Wala pa yung kiligis. Kaya ikaw na bigyan sa chief police they were totally amateur with what they did. They shouldn't pursue it as a crime scene. They just touted it as a ordinary suicide. In that, can you miss the secretary house say that it's an ordinary suicide? The first reaction, but it didn't consider I really see.
Yun nga, kasi lalo tribute sa mga conspiracy. Sloppy yung commissioners.
But slowly the truth is coming out there. Your clothes, everyone's clothes are coming out because you're being
Ex, right? Ex-human. Ex-human. Parang basically
No,
lose into her,
she was happy with the family. She talked to them with the bahay. That's it.
but she didn't do drive. Obviously people will speculate why did she commit suicide. I mean, I'm going to be a person na guilty. I mean,
The
sa bahay yun. Or
the rule of thumb for suicide is it wasn't a call for help. It really means that's a very sheer doctor. So there was a seriousness of it. Yes, on their part. Yes.
Secretary, so okay, so the question is, where does this leave us in this? Ito is naman siya alam. I think some questions from the audience. Secretary, Secretary. I mean, like, ongoing the some projects.
Better answered by the ombudsman.
Okay.
It's better answered by the DOJ. Investigate. Will come out with the statement soon. The DOJ has come out with the statement already.
Ano yung kailan road? Diba? Um, after this, well, thanks. I mean, obviously,
Yeah. And that was the justice.
Yeah.
Answers.
Thank you for that. Kaya balikan natin yan. Because still backing against our friends. I mean, honestly, Secretary, how total legal crisis because I mean, yung companies
Yes.
natin sa
There, we never at any point worry of having a change of government. Never. It is never,
not even in September, ang daming tao was hundreds of thousands.
never entered that way. It didn't happen. What we were worried about was the anarchy that we and the that's what we were worried about. If you let them through it, rather than give the balance, all we had to the transactions, at least that's as far as the issue was, that's as far as and that we happened in September, but the rest, we kept the barriers there, we kept them close, and we were criticized. But I would rather err side of caution, magalit na kayo sa akin, pero hindi magkakaroon.
Pero may kinalaman din yan dun sa medyo wala nangyari September. Kasi
Yes, there's more police attended protesters. Because the instructions of the president was do not use of force, no rubber bullets, no trundle, no rubber bullets, no gas, no tasers, wala lahat to eh. So ang dami na sa police ako wala. I have 4 policemen with severe concussions that were in the DC for 3 days. One had a gash 11 inches long in his forearm. Pinumampas yung back na may pas kanil yung paghahap. Sila na But, uh, hindi kayo makalasan.
Suspension natin is net, sabi nila, gangster, para anti-corruption. Nangyari sa Nepal, the worst
Same
thing
happened here. From what we gathered, were 72 na, and the rest, the 196 are not. But the rest are minors. 72 that were charged, they said they were paid, and they don't know who paid them, they were paid the same amount, 2 to 3,000 each, to rent and have them of that area.
and create images. Because I was
Yes.
actually disappointed. I was interviewed with international media. So, bakit yun ang binigyan ng pansin? That was a very small event compared to the big event na peaceful. That's really sad, so which I witnessed myself personally.
Feeds and feeds, doon sila pupunta.
Yeah.
But it was disappointing. They even there was looting. Someone was killed in a pawn shop. It's a pawn shop.
Yes.
So it wasn't the police. Someone, I think, claimed that he was shot. It looks like there was mayhem going on there. There was meetings and someone shot. Shots fired. But it was the police. If you look at all the videos, had no guns except for the special forces. But the special forces, the SWAT, they had long firearms. Had that been deployed, was nakatawa niyan. No one had missile.
Some potential conspirators. I hope the names came out a few months.
Yes, but nothing conclusive.
And you don't want to, again, you don't want to come off like, oh, you're weaponizing this to crack down on dissent or
Yes.
speech.
Ako, Richard, nasa gitna ako ng Mindoro noon. I was on top of the fire truck, pinagmura ako sa akin. Diba? Ano lahat ng migura ko. Pero, in my heart, you can curse at me all you want, and I will protect your right to do so. Just as long as you don't pass me.
I can see Voltaire. He loves the friend news coming out. It's agree with you. Yeah, it's a UP feel of it.
And I will protect your life. I heard the most vilest comments against me. I did not mind as long as there's one.
Is this also from your principal? I mean, does it, is there a clear instruction from the president?
That's fine, good. No, but as a and voice gave me very
Clear instruction.
you are the
Reassuring, but also even as sabi ni Chairman of the Philippines, maybe we can talk about what are maintenance, safe country visits, safe country to invest in, from sa pagkaalam ko, both President Donald Trump and Paramount leader Xi Jinping, kung may visiting the Philippines next year. That's gonna be a lot of logistical and security challenges.
There is, give you the raw numbers first. Crimes against property and crimes against persons are down. For the last year that I've been monitoring something for 3 months.
Yes.
They've been down significantly. Availability of drugs has gone down. The price of drugs have gone up. Since.
Sa limitado yung supply.
Yes, we went on supply prediction. The usual supply of the Philippines is 16 tons pure. In this 1 year alone, the manufacturing is 6 tons. The price of shabu went from 3,800 per gram last year to 6,800 pesos per gram. So, more than that, it's actually the same price as cocaine. Believe it or not. So the supply was.
Per month, course months.
Yeah.
May compression yung
Yeah,
each
but
month.
it lasts longer, guys. Pero, it goes to show that, consumption side of the addiction does not.
So supply side,
Really, the supply side which goes down.
which is exactly what Brian Samater told me a few years ago when I was here, 2019, nung nag-isip siya sa akin. Sa atin dito sa Pilipinas. Papunta siya kay Digong, actually sa Malacan, just before. And sabi niya, pagdating sa issue ng droga, you nip it in the bud from supply side. Right? Sabi niya, kahit papatay ka ng kung sino yung tao. That's not gonna solve first. And I told him, that's weird coming from you because I think it were often said, oh, you're mistaken. No, demand side.
If you go for the demand side, especially what happened here, was that they gave the system. When it is explained how the money from PCSO, Dharma, DB, Nardo, who passed it down to the and there was the option reporting.
Yung metrics mo, nilalaro nila yung metrics.
Kailangan-
Huwag akong talo.
They give it. They give it. So kahit sino lang kukunin nila. Kukuha sila, sila Kia. Pero parang may rules, parang may delegation. Pero busy
Obviously.
DJP. They gave the illusion that it's from the consumption side in relation to something.
Do you feel there is effort na magkaroon ng the climate of disinformation around the law enforcement situation? I asked you, Claire, also about this. So, what are the raw numbers in terms kumpara sa dating when it comes to
I don't have numbers, but compared to the years of now.
cause
But it's from the people now. It won't be fear, but fear in itself is because they create a situation and they make you afraid. It's fear. They're very fear. And I think more than anything, the president is giving hope that you can do it better, that you don't have to kill innocent people, that you can have a better program to stop all these drugs and to stop. That you can really stay on. Can be better with this.
so anong kalagayan ng sitwasyon natin when it comes to mga body cam? Sa
So-
the game, what are we doing to make sure hindi mangyari mga EJ tests?
So now we started with it, we're just, this year, with the next, it's not sustainable. Once we get out of the constant program, it can be turned off. So any single conversation, ayun na yan.
Or if you do something malalaman may kalokohan kang ginagawa.
And that console is straight for command center. If you want to access it, access the charts. So it's a push to talk radio. It uses the radio, it uses body cam as a mobile CCTV. So you can see where you are and what you do. That will work for the policeman and especially the BFP, which is one of the most corrupt organizations in this country. So hindi na sila pwede ngayon mag-inspect na wala silang body cam. Pag i-inspect sila, hindi sila pwede sabihin, oy, yung fire extinguisher mo, mali yan, dapat hindi, bumili ka bago, pwede bago. Ay, yung sprinkler system mo, kami nagagawa. Bawal yan yung small organizations. And we encourage the people that if there's anything na they'll come back tomorrow without a body cam and say, okay lang, we encourage you to tell us. Kasi the body cam will tell everything.
So Secretary, saan tayo sa yung tinatawag na security sector reforms officer for using yung technical term? Ito yung basically you're making sure na abiding by the rule of law or kung may mga institutional damage na nangyari. Let's be honest, according to Duterte, basically normalize kapalastugan. Paano yan? Like anything goes. Wild West, di ba?
I'll give you very interesting stat, Richard. Tomorrow, we will announce that for the first time since the inception of Napoli, there is 0 cases of cases which are 21 years old. Alam mo gano'ng masama sa sistema dati? May parking fee and parking attendant. Yung kaso mo, ilalagay lang nila doon, tapos hindi na dadalhin sa board para sa sinusunod. So yung mga generals, you're there 21 years later, and the very fast minute. So in the span of 14 months, we went from backlog of 4,800 cases, and tomorrow, probably zero.
down to zero.
down to
And then is it like digitalization? Is it more of
Oh,
power? Is
it's
it management?
power and it's management and it's a relentless drive to erase the background. And credit to the background, they're really good. And they made sure that everything was published. Right? And so can you imagine different people who died for 15 years collecting their pensions and they have pending cases. So that in the law, na kung alam mo po yan na nagawa din na very may cast pa within 2 weeks nasa masisibet siya. May disincentive police. The hardest part about
Moral hazard to create that.
yeah, society functions in incentives, disincentives. And time there was no disincentive for fully. So we were still putting it in. We're harnessing the resources within the department. You know what, when they tell people coming, go let from all of the oh my God, really? You know, is that the solution? It's not. You have to create a disincentive for them to stop that case. And credit to President the salary stabilization plan. She instituted the pension plan. And that's the most valuable asset by reason. But that's a significant number. If you retire as a colonel, you get 160,000 a month for the rest of your life. How many years? So
Inflation index.
all our inflation is so sometimes, diba? Mapaisip ka rin, diba?
Napaisip ako, actually, bakit mali gusto yata tayo.
Credit to GMA, what you did to Shelly, what you did to the police, what you did. We will be so disappointed. And so now that as about kasi yun eh, they're the same graduates.
So, medyo my not concerns about holdovers from the previous.
See. But
We always as the damage done in the past. So I was wishing the best for all sides.
third start, I remember the joint action. The general still there. And I told the gentleman, why? No reason to celebrate me. There's no reason to be happy. There are winners and there are losers. The one instruction I give you leaving this room is that there will be no celebrations, no Facebook meetings. There will be no LED greetings. Greeting the new chief. Do not gloat. Nobody wins. Nobody wins in this case. Let's go on with their jobs and let's do better.
Because you're the same team. I mean, we're the same team.
Because congratulations. Yes, and if you do that and you post on Facebook, the other side feels agreed, then you're gonna have animals people.
Or worse, there are other people who are invested in mocking a certain
That's
side
right.
who don't want the best for the
That's
country and for the institution.
So I said. For celebrations. Do not celebrate. The classes, So not that party. So we're just
Um, what about one of the crazy things happening with the separation of Mindanao, yung mga ganun. Like this noise, this is not signals.
there's some it's very just about a great democratic exercise where no one got hurt. Where everybody got to voice their grievance, everybody got to say what's in their hearts. They all did their civic duty, whether the internet or whether live television, etc. They all did their civic duty. And also, so putting in the proper agenda, including